life in the NFC North. For more news in the NFC North about quarterback, let's go back to Morton Adam, guys.
Yeah, once again, Sam, Matthew Stafford, the Lions quarterback, is going to go out and play hurt. Rib cartilage injury, very painful. He's going to suck it up and go play against the Tennessee Titans. What he won't have is his center, Frank Ragnow. First-round pick in 2018, suffered a very unusual injury, reported as a fractured throat last week against the Packers, played all 68 snaps, but couldn't talk for much of the game. Saw a throat specialist on Friday. He's been ordered not to talk. He cannot play, and they will continue to monitor him to see when they can get him back in the lineup, and then he will not be there against the Titans. But the Titans, they will have Derrick Henry, of course, today. He's less than 500 yards to become the 8th runner of all time to get to 2,000 yards. He says that's not his goal. But the last runner to get it was Adrian Peterson, who's on the other sideline with the Lions. And Henry says, don't compare him to Adrian Peterson, that he was a true generational back. But I know this much. The Titans trying to ride the AFC South into the playoffs once again. And his quest to get 2,000 yards, it just seems very doable, Adam.
No question more. We've got a situation in New Orleans with Michael Thomas where the Saints have placed him on injury reserve, ending his regular season. The reason they did this is they feel like it's more important to have him close to 100% for the postseason than to try to help them get positional seeding in the regular season. They sent out scans of his ankle to Dr. Robert Anderson in Green Bay this week. He came back with the recommendation that a rest now would benefit them for the postseason, and maybe it'll be for the postseason for the Packers where Dr. Robert Anderson works, but Michael Thomas will be back for the postseason, Sam.
Thanks, Adam. Let's stay in New Orleans, where the Saints are looking to clinch their 4th straight NFC South title with a win today. The Chiefs clinched their 5th straight AFC West title last week. Now, as the Saints prepare for the Super Bowl MVP, the toughness of Drew Brees is on display as much as ever, returning 4 games after breaking 11 ribs and puncturing his lung. Impressive on all accounts. There's something to be said for physical toughness, no doubt. But there's another kind, the kind that takes more grit, more courage and determination than playing hurt in a football game ever could. Tom Rinaldi has the story.
So many people have asked me why I am so obsessed with the Saints. I think it means even more than ever because of Luke.
There's a comfort in Sundays for a father, a son, and their Saints.
I think everyone is inspired by Luke's story. I think Luke is a bit of a good luck charm for us, too.
Welcome to the home of our football champions, New Orleans.
And we watched the Saints and we watched the video of the Saints.
And what do we say?
Who does little bit of Saints?
I have been a Saints fan all my life. And my little boy was the same way. Our deal was we're going to the Superdome every year for the rest of our lives.
Like the Saints. And we don't like the Cowboys.
Luke Siegel inherited more than fandom from his father, Tim, a former professional tennis player and coach at Texas Tech. And Luke was as determined and competitive as Dad, especially in baseball.
He loved to practice as much as he loved to play. And how many 7, 8-year-olds are like that? His goal was to be the best second baseman in the world.
Not wanting to miss those moments, in July 2015, after 23 years at Texas Tech, Tim left to spend more time with 9-year-old Luke and his 3 older daughters. 20 days after resigning, life changed forever.
EMS, what's the address of your emergency?
Yes, ma'am. It's on 106th and Salem in the cul-de-sac. Some kids were doing donuts in a golf cart, and it flipped over on him, and he's bleeding really, really bad.
Luke had been riding in a modified golf cart with a friend when the vehicle flipped over, landing on him. Before his parents could get there, Luke was rushed to the hospital.
Our
remember just talking to God and begging him that everything was okay. One ICU doctor told me, just pray he wakes up.
Luke had gone into cardiac arrest, depriving his brain of oxygen for more than 7 minutes.
We were told Luke will never use his limbs. He will never use his voice. He should never open his eyes.
Through a family friend, word of Luke's accident reached the Saints. As Tim sat with Luke in intensive care, he received a message on his phone.
Hey Luke, this is Drew Brees, quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Just wanted to say I'm thinking about you, buddy. Keep fighting. I'm hoping and praying for full recovery, and can't wait to see you at a Saints game in the stands. Look forward to seeing you soon. I'm praying for you.
5 years later, it's a different life.
You know, our days consist of giving Luke medications 3 times a day, stretching him, taking him to physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy.
Since the accident, Tim and Luke have visited Brees and the Saints.
Luke! What's up, buddy? You look great, man.
Brees has gone to Lubbock to visit Luke at home.
Luke, hey Luke, hey buddy. Came to Lubbock to see you.
And each season, Tim and Luke have kept the promise they made to each other before the accident.
Hey, you ready to see the Saints today? You ready to watch the Saints? Huh? Let's do it, buddy.
Luke and I made a pact. Every year, we were going to go watch the Saints play. We went to 7 or 8 games in the last 5 years.
You touched on this. I know he's in there. What do you mean?
Early on, we were told that there would be no Luke other than body, that he was not going to be able to respond. Recently, I said, Luke, tried to move his tongue. I could have lifted a car at that time. I couldn't believe what was really happening.
I can see a father's love for his son when I see Tim and Luke. It's the way that, I look at my kids every time, I see them or think about them. We as a team love having them around because they represent, all the right things.
For all that's changed, Sundays are the same. For a father, a son, and their saints.
There's not a therapist or a doctor that's worked with Luke in the last 5 years that doesn't understand the importance of the New Orleans Saints. Not only that, Drew Brees, Luke's hero, I believe, has helped Luke improve. Is Drew Brees your hero? Drew Brees is your hero, isn't he? Yes, I know. I see that tongue moving because you know he is. Huh? He's your hero.
Life is just so precious. Today's matchup carries even more significance for the family. Texas Tech alum Patrick Mahomes has also spent time with Luke and his family. He supported Team Luke as his My Cause, My Cleats campaign back in 2018. And if you happen to catch the black wristband on Mahomes' right wrist,